Good day on this Thursday.
Fine day in California. Huh? Two.
It's Thursday. It's not Friday. It'll be Friday soon. Give it 4 more hours, at least in my location, and it'll be Friday. No! No!
Today is fine
You,
day.
that doesn't make it
California.
true.
Huh? Two.
Doing that doesn't make it true. As much as you want it to be. It's already Friday in your time zone. No, only my time zone exists. Time does not exist outside of. Thank you for the boot. Yeah, Friday is just the ponies we met along the way. You know, wow, that thing came flying out of nowhere. No, okay. I decided to fix that because the horn's kind of been staying out at this point. So I was like, if I'm gonna leave the horn out, you probably want boops to actually boop, right? So it gave me a chance to actually go in and put that sound effect in VTube Studio. Because a couple versions ago at this point, VTube Studio had the ability to add sound effects. I had been syncing it up with Mix It Up to, like, you know, have those two combined together. So I spent today fixing that, although I'm struggling to get it to stay on the nose if I turn my head. I tried for like 40 minutes to get it to, like, if I turn my head, it'll, like, poke me in the eye. It'll poke me on the cheek. Very difficult to get it to go right. I might have to go into the model itself and create like a snap point, although I can't quite figure it out because
Boop.
Thank you for the resub, Nelly, for 3 months. I've got it snapping to the nose. I'm just not sure why.
Get booked, nerd.
Oh, okay. Also, thank you for the resub for 55 months. So, and we got a hype train going. Goodness. So I've got it pinned to the nose, but I'm not sure where the asset thinks it's supposed to pin to. So I'm not sure like why it shifts so much when I turn my head. Thank you for the boop. I'm not sure why it shifts so much. I spent 40 minutes trying to figure that out, and I just can't get it to not shift. So. You got a Twitch check that was annoyed. We got a Twitch check and was annoyed by commercials because you can't figure out how to block yet. You mean the stupid thing that's appearing at the top of chat? The Crunchyroll, whatever Twitch thing it is. Thank you for the pet. The boop can bug me even more. Yeah, you can poke me in the eye now. Oh, the actual ads? Oh, you're trying to do set up the we'll have to figure that out. Why it's not working for you? No, I get annoyed by Twitch continuously sets my bitrate down to not to stream, but to watch to 480. And I'm just like, I did not give you permission to change my bitrate, Twitch. Quit doing that. Do it while getting, did you set up a Seribot? Yeah. So.
I'm setting the bitrate to 1.
You know, there is a redeem that can kind of do that, you know? At least a second set my personal bit rate down. There's a string in a 410 stream streak. Yeah, there it is. There. See, now you're setting my bit rate down. So, how was everybody's Wednesday? I was exhausted. I didn't sleep well Tuesday night, so I was exhausted yesterday. Didn't even do much. Played a little bit of Starfield. Still trying to like get through that game. Been having fun, but like it's reached that point of like 200 hours later. I'm going, okay, I'm ready to finish it now. And then I will say, I won't reveal anything, but there was a part in Starfield last night that I played and I actually genuinely felt for a character that I was like, I will destroy the universe for this character right here. Like, it almost made me cry. I didn't, but I almost did, and I was like, wow, I don't think a Fallout or Elder Scrolls has ever done that where I'm like, I will fight everybody for this person. That was my experience yesterday. Was the trying trash can robot? No. It's actually in one of the DLCs. That's all I'll say. But, yeah. That's kind of all I did. Did I do anything else? Like I say, I was just kind of trying to rest up yesterday. I don't think I did anything else. Anyway, today I've returned from the I'm back from the dial-up. Today we need to finish off our planet. We were very close. I went long on Tuesday, which is probably why I was tired on Wednesday. Because I think we're like an hour or two from finishing this planet in Eden Crafter. But I'm going to do a fool's errand here, and I'm going to ask y'all's opinion. It's a fool's errand because I know none of you will give me a serious or even an answer. I know you chat. But once we finish this planet, do we want to move on to the next planet? Or do we want to move on to something else? I will not be offended by your answer. I'm not telling you what something else might be. It could be anything. I do have things in the list. But... and I will be just as happy to play something else, but you know me, I've been enjoying the hell out of this game. So... but if y'all feel like you would prefer to check something else, that we move on to something else, I'll be fine with that. You were more annoyed that you weren't working on your Nelly cut. But anything could be in the box, could be another planet, yeah. It could be another planet. We're in the box. Oh, I know. Look, I know the rule. That here's the thing. When it comes to like what I choose to stream, I will always stream what I want. I will never just stream something for the sake of just to do what's popular or whatnot. I will always stream something I like. And I'm not saying we don't come back to this, because I like this game. So I may come back and torture you with this anyway. But I mean, this is also my job, and I must pay attention to engagement. And there's been some times where engagement's been a bit lacking on this game. Understandably, this is a hard game to react to. So it's sometimes wondering if it's like, you guys don't have anything to react to, or are you just, not interested, which is fine. But, you know me. Like I say, I might just come running back to this, so you don't know. We go break a tradition, say move on. Alright, Kevin, have a good night. Okay. That's a good one. And like I say, that doesn't mean we don't return to this. And it doesn't mean I don't want to move on either. Like I say, I've got things in the wings. So, see, chat, I've got things in the wings. All that for a pun, right? But
Hey,
yeah.
What I say about puns?
To jam them up.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, you know, and I'm gonna say, you know, to kind of give the answer, play what you want, because we're here for you. I will say, if I ask, it means I genuinely want an answer. I'm always gonna play the thing I want, but if I ask, it means I'm looking for, like, you know, suggestions, or looking for, you know, input. So, you know, don't that's the difference. I mean, that's always the difference of, like, if someone just comes in here and says play something else versus I ask and say, would you guys like? That's the difference. That's why I say, don't be afraid to answer. I will not be offended. But, you know. Like I say, I will always play I will always play the thing I want to play. But what that might be sometimes might be dictated on what y'all might like to see. I do have to, as a streamer, to an extent, I do have to play the numbers a little bit. That's just an unfortunate reality of being a streamer. Sometimes we gotta play the game. So I'm gonna get this set to capture, because it's not right. This game's always tricky with that. Some of this is me because I'm always careful about not backseeing gaming. Streamers are otherwise dictating what they ought to show. And so when you're asking me the rest of them, you might be dodging the question. I mean, understandable. Because, I mean, that's always the thing. It's like, especially to small streamers. You can get away with this a lot to bigger streamers. Smaller streamers, you know, when you want to be supportive of them, you're like, I don't want to dictate what you stream. But it's like, at the same time, if I ask, I'm being real with y'all. Plus if I move on from this game and decide not to return to this on stream, if nobody's interested in me returning to this, I'll just play it in my off time. 'Cause I'm totally fine with that too. What the fuck is off time? At this point, between Starfield, me trying to freaking finish Starfield, and I haven't even played Tomodachi in the past couple days, actually. It's been a couple days since I've checked on the goobers. Okay, so we were almost done, actually. We've got birds. We've got birds. And the green is really starting to spread. Ah. We're at the last stage. So what we have to do, okay, I was gonna say. Wait, water filtered, Matt? We're at 100%? That's not true. There was an update yesterday, and it didn't tell me what the update was. I'm kind of annoyed. There was a patch update to the game, and it didn't tell me what it is. That's not true, because there's a lot of area over here we didn't clean up the piss. So I'm curious about that. Anyway, you can see the green is starting to spread. we still need to clean the rest of the radiation. And then we need to make the fertilizer ship. So I think what I'm gonna do to make things a little bit, well, no. Oh yeah, we got the teleporter. So we're gonna go cold base. Hey, Shadow Viper. So hey, colorblind. Yeah, no, it always says give me an apple. And then it's like you all, for some reason, don't know your own strength and yeet it at me as fast as possible. Well, thank you for the treat. Blech. Them fish ain't soft. You ever grab a bluegill the wrong way? We need these because we need the amplifiers to be running. We could run the amplifiers up here, but... Ooh. Also, the planet is oxygen rich now. We can breathe. Without too much worry. What that is, I suppose it's probably a bird stuck in the sky. No, that's a floating tree. That's our god now. Our god has appeared. That's a floating tree. The divine has blessed us. Hey, Leo Flame. Wait a sec. Oh, okay, it's right there. Let's move this around. Of course, that's not gonna work. My inventory's full. Let's do this. Joystick splitter. It'd be easier if I do it this way, honestly. But yeah, we're doing the final prep work on this planet. I don't even know if these things are actually doing much anymore. Simply because the birds are doing stuff. See how many birds we got? I can't get close enough to it to tell me. We need these plasma conductors to activate that thing. But yeah, this is the sandy desert. We've converted the sandy desert. Remember when this was just nothing? When this was just all sandy and rock? Lush as fuck now, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's saying water's at 100% unless that patch update changed things, but we got terraforming amplification happening at 110%. The habitability is at 67%. We still need fertilization. We still need radiation cleanse, and we need the climate regulated. Now, it seems it's sort of taking care of itself. as these areas spread. Because I definitely don't... actually, I do have a climate regulator up here. But I don't have one down here. So, I do have one down here. So we'll have to see. We've also got a bird thing here too, which can tell us how many birds we got. Population is at 1272. Has it stopped? 1273. It is slowing down. Okay, so what we gotta do? Unless the water has cleaned itself? No, because there's still piss water over there. Actually, can I just build another one of these things? Climate regulator. Yeah, I can. I don't have to move stuff. Nuclear plant V2. Okay, so we would have to feed that. Okay. Okay, problem is, on this map, I can't see where the radiation is. So we kind of want to go here. Wish I could look at the radiation from that map. Actually, let's take it there. Let's see if we can. So this thing takes 600 watts of power. Let's drop one of those. No, not a climate regulator. Which was what I was looking at. There's 1,000. Might not produce enough in this region. I mean, the birds don't seem to be bothered by the radiation. 300. I need 1,000. But plunk down 2 of these. They'll cover us for power. Ever looked at the wildlife in Chernobyl? Yeah. I mean, for the most part, wildlife is back in Chernobyl. I don't know what, in terms of health, it is. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to... Again, I wish I could. Plus, this radiation is supposed to be strong enough that if I'm unshielded, it can kill me in a very short period of time. I'm not exactly gonna be, you know, coming back 20 years later going, a little stronger than the background radiation in Chernobyl. Which would be surprising considering what has this area so irradiated, and how long has it been that way? Recall they're healthy, just don't pet them unless you like radiation poisoning. Or there's a big population of wild horses there even. It's because humans have a pretty narrow tolerance of radiation. Most animals have a larger one. And somehow I've locked myself in the vehicle. Kind of curious about that, if it's because that's just the way we evolved, or is it like just because in general our life expectancy is a lot longer? So, you know, that's the sacrifice. We live longer, but we have to be a lot more careful about that. So everyone's gonna arrive here on the planet, see the birds, and be like, "Oh, pet the bird." Everyone touches the birds. They all start vomiting. Short-lived animals that reproduce quickly and are concerned about getting cancer or other diseases that take a long time to develop. They also don't have a good culling mechanism. I mean, tell that to poor rats. They breed fast, but they also have to beat the unfortunate genetic lottery. But that's pet rats. They were bred very improperly for way too long. I think wild rats don't have to worry about that as much, but their life expectancy is low just because they're wild. Is that also a climate regulator? What is that thing? Ow. Or no, that was the Earth light atmosphere thing. I don't know if you'd ever have the heart to keep rats yourself, knowing how quick their lives are. To get to help care for someone you were in middle school. Yeah. I mean, you get me on the subject of rats, I will talk about them all the time, but as someone who has kept rats, they are little heartbreakers. They are big, huge personalities. You can tell them apart strictly by their personality. Hyper intelligent little creatures. And they'll leave you far before you're ready for it. So radiation is now 638. Assume that's going up. Radiation's at 62% here. I apparently didn't put that in the zone. Apparently I needed to go there. I was off. Gotta go replace that. I feel like putting anything in the zone would be a bad idea. Yeah, it's the exclusion zone out here. Plate Stalker. I've never finished a Stalker, and I kept starting Stalker 2. And then I would stop playing Stalker 2. Usually because it'd be about the time they'd push a huge update that rebalanced everything, and I go, fuck! Plus I'm just not great at Stalker 2, mainly dealing with the economy. For some reason that game is exactly the kind of game I like, and I am terrible at it. I don't know why. I'm absolutely awful at that game. I like it. I'm terrible at it. I can't manage my money. I can't manage my food. It's like real life. Before I get rid of this, what am I... Here. Oh, there you go. Bye! I was just carrying an egg, you know, in case it was trying times. So I've been carrying these around. Those need to go on the boat. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah, we just set the egg down. That's how it works. Egg down, bird comes out. Just like Minecraft. I suppose maybe that, you know, maybe it's not the voxel thing, because the dev of this game did say, you know, that that was the other inspiration for this game. You know, kind of a nod why it's called Eden Crafter, not, you know, it's not taking from Planet Crafter. That's not where that crafter comes from. The crafter comes from kind of a nod to Minecraft, and this game being a voxel game. So, you know, egg. Oh, that's where I scanned. You know, egg go down. Bird come out. Let's try this again. I'm in the right spot. Probably go up just a little bit. I'm trying to get like middle. Middle, maybe just up on this ridge. Got wings, so you're more bird-like than me, and thus you assume more knowledgeable about birds than me. So I just set that as a bird fact. Finally, I'm getting the recognition I deserve. Oh, I think I just hit a bird. Oh, the first death on this planet. Well, since the planet died. Bird gets sucked into the intake. Thunk! We're going down. Too many birds. When we eventually summon the people to arrive here, the ship comes in, bird just thunk. It becomes birdemic. And the ship goes down. I wonder if maybe the water treatment. I was gonna say maybe the water treatment works sort of like kind of it does in House Flipper. If you get just like a certain percentage, then it just rounds up. Though we definitely saw piss lakes. There's still piss lakes around here. Maybe we let the new people, when they arrive, experience the piss lake. You know. Reenacting a Hitchcock film. Well, that radiation's almost gone. We're up to 71%. So we still need to get more of the climate regulated. Our amplification's still 110%. Be funny if you just see the bird population, just my jet hits it and you just see the number go down one. Dink. So that says radiation 0, so that means that's done, which means I need to nudge it up here. kind of wonder if we can just let nature do the rest in some areas. We can try. We can try getting the fertilizer stuff going. Because we've still got the fertilizer spaceship. So this will take a fusion reactor. We had all the base parts we needed to do that, so... Right, let's get this thing built. We're kind of at the stage where we're done with the factory now. Now we're just... There we go, build a terraforming spaceship. So what do you take? We don't know. You take oh, you take straight up fertilizer. Okay. Of course, you need energy cells. Never made a jetpack either. Well, not gonna start now. Hey, Vegit. You got your Neon Gear backpack? Backpack with LED screen on it. Ooh. Got it working? I recently saw those. Those looked interesting. Do they make one like in a messenger bag? 'Cause like I like carrying messenger bags around. Okay, so this makes fertilizer. We were making that in the hot zone. Oh, I could just... No, I'm not. It's being made in the hot zone, but it's not being made near the base there. I was gonna say, we could just teleport over there, but... They have a leg strap bag as well. The messenger bag version. Darn. If you ever see one, let me know. What kind of... It's like the LEDs that you can like put an image on, right? You can have it put an image. Luckily we got ahead of it and made the fertilizer. 'Cause I don't think we used fertilizer for anything. But we got it. 3 for me. Alright. And the company makes their stuff for bikers. And you should put an image on it. Right now you have that image on yours. Oh, that's cute. Alright. Oh my god, look at it. It's already turning everything green. Holy shit. Holy crap! This thing's going fucking sicko mode. So I wonder then if this will cool down the hot region. How fast is it eating it? Not even that fast. It has a green hoof. I'm utilizing my Earth Pony powers as an Alicorn. I've got that Earth Pony magic as well. Yeah, see a part Earth Pony. This is some crazy fertilizer. Take that, Miracle Grow. I got some better. Fuck you. This has to be regulating the temperature. It must, because trees and grass can't grow in the hot region, so we probably don't have to move the temperature regulators around. So what are we at? Look at that, 42%. Look at that. Again, right here, it's still labeling as hot. Let's see. Looks like that radiation might have cleared itself up. Yeah, there was a smidge just right up here. Don't worry, past aliens. We're doing it. We're making your planet alive again. See, this is the combination of Earth Pony magic and raw science. Well, you know, if you ever feel like, you can trust Moon Inc. with sneeze that right into the fertilizer vat. Hopefully that didn't do anything. You can trust Moon Inc. with all your scientific needs. Almost all the radiation is cleansed now. We should have figured out why the planet was rendered barren before we started regreening it. For all we know, there's something lurking under waiting. Well, that's kind of what we figured out, the lore of this planet. We found all the tablets, that there was something killing this planet a long time ago. And those weird little pyramids have, like, I guess, sort of, they were supposed to, like, mimic a heartbeat of life, because whatever this entity or thing was, it was attracted to that. It was, it was maybe...
Why? Because it's science, that's why.
Maybe it was something like The Nothing, never-ending story. It just sucked up life wherever it went. And they couldn't pin down whatever it was killing the planet. So they just took the seeds of life, the building blocks of life, and sent them off to a planet that they saw far, far away. It was a third planet from a sun in some other solar system. And they just had to hope that the seeds were going to take root. Got piss water over here too. So Ancient Evil down there, when you gotta awaken it, you're gonna capture and study it. Exactly. We gotta bring it back so we can study it. Moon Inc. has to take control of it. Remove all harmful radiation. Still shows a little bit on the map, but I guess it's not harmful anymore. I say, don't worry. We revived this planet. We reawakened whatever it was that was here. And then we capture it, and Moon Inc., we use it. We use it for our own goals. That's just science fiction bullshit, where it escapes and causes all kinds of bad things to happen. We're Moon Inc. That doesn't happen. Totally different. This time it will be different. So climate radiation regulated. Has that remained the same? 67.9. Remember that number, 67.9. 68. Okay, climate regulation is going up, so we don't have to... I don't think we have to move those regulators. I think just getting this planet fertilized is gonna do the last steps. Which makes sense. Trees... Getting trees down is gonna cool off a lot of desertified areas. Winning proudly follows in the steps of the UAC. Up with that shapeshifter in the abiotic lab. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about where he went. Look, that was Mance's fault. I hired him as a janitor. How he ended up as director of that facility, I don't know. So that's his fault. That's not my fault. Whoever promoted him knows somebody else. Don't forget all the shenanigans that happened during the Moon's Rim World Anomaly Colony. We got that under control. Pointing him after you grew a tentacle as a result of all that. You were fine with that. You even wanted it. You signed a waiver. Get up here, kind of go up around. I don't like that it says the water's clean, because it's not. We can make that water clean. Hey, Kevin. Pretty sure you let some pirate get a hold of some ancient artifact in Windrose. Whatever pirate game. Is that Windrose? I didn't play the demo of that for like a day. Was that? Might have been. Look, y'all need to understand that just because it's my fault doesn't mean it's my fault. You know? Look at this planet come alive. It's even got clouds. It'd be cool if you could see the jet like pissing out the fertilizer or something. This is cool though, just to be able to fly around and turn everything green. And yeah, now we got clouds forming. Yep, fertilizing the planet. Oh, thank you for the pet. Saying that ship is pissing out fertilizer might be appropriate considering one of Yuri's biggest uses. Horse piss, honestly, being one of the more popular ones, especially.
I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
Especially if you're growing mushrooms. Fun fact. Just saying. Ugh. Hey, Digi. Remember when this was all desert out here? Not anymore. Okay, I've got this section done. Getting there. What's the last thing? Fully terraform the planet by reaching 100% habitability, and then we get the Earthlink communication. Now we can tell them their planet is ready. Community service contractor to gig. That, you know, Moon Inc. gets hired out for a lot of things. Moon Inc. is specialized also in terraforming and de-terraforming. We can also de-terraform your planets if you like. community service then. Corporation doing terraforming just makes you think of Deep Rock Galactic. Frieza's really good at that. See, you know, when I got into the terraforming business, you know, I started out with just a shovel and a goat. And we worked up from there. The goat would deal with the vegetation, you know, and I'd dig up the roots, you know? Humble beginnings. We eventually were able to get a lighter. Just one of those disposable ones. But we were able to get one of those. Get those lighters from Fabio. Couldn't afford them at the time. We may still have to get the temperature regulators out here because it is slowly going up, but we'll have to see. This is one of the hot zones. But also we haven't greenified the super cold zone yet, so. Let's see if we can get those numbers up the rest of the way. Welcome to our planet. We would like to request that you update your mad scientist license at your earliest convenience. If you do so, may result in denial of snack privileges at the next meeting, and yes, big fines. Again, I just updated it last year. That's how they get me every time. Ugh. Stretchy. So let's see what it does over here. There's... Make the cold region nice and lush. Did I cut it for the day? See, it's still at 68.5, so it makes me wonder if I am really going to have to get out here with the climate regulators and... Lucky I brought a snack. Can't take my snack privileges. You can't take my snack privileges. That's snack religious. Also, hey, duty. Proud of that one?
What'd I say about puns?
To jam them up by...
That's right.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna be proud of that one. Sometimes you gotta be proud of your kids, no matter how fucked up they are. It was a nebulous food box. It's amazing whatever's in there is edible. I mean, it was made of plants. It's just made of the biomatter we've put into everything else around here. I mean, I'm basically eating what has grown trees, grass. I mean, I am a horse, so, you know. It works out fine for me. So now we're going into the super cold region. Let's see what this does. This number has not gone up for a little while. Radiation does look gone, though. Let's see. I'm operating a motorized vehicle and it hasn't been 30 minutes. It's just food box. So we still got some piss water over here. More do we have to fertilize? We're at 97%, so I guess the last bit's gonna be getting the cold region sorted out. That island over there. Fully fertilize the planet's surface. I mean, I haven't. You see this? That's not fully fertilized. I'm not done yet. Mooning doesn't half-ass a job. We put our whole ass into it. If we start a restaurant, we put our whole ass into the food. Preparation. So maybe on the island introduces herself with "Careful, I bite." I need to get back to my Mies. Build that ship or pre-design it that way. This one, nah, it came pre-designed this way. And I know they said they want you to be able to customize your ship in a future update, even though this is 1.0. Yeah, when we left off last time, it also said the water wasn't done, and I mean, you can see it's not done. But when we came back in today, it said we were done, so... Like I say, I still wonder if that patch update made a change, because it didn't say what the patch update was. I will say that's the one thing about when they do patch updates for this game, is sometimes there'll be no notes. And then when the next patch update comes out, then you get notes for that update plus the previous one. You're just like, What was the update? I mean, I like that number can still go up even though we're 100%. Right, but climate regulation's not going up. So, I guess we're gonna have to get out here and do those last little bits. Are we still at 110%? Doesn't say here. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't disapprove of the game telling me I'm done. It's just, I'm not done. Because, I mean, this is a lot of stuff to do, and if, you know, if you were just, like, wanting to speedrun, or just, you know, if maybe just the factory portion of it was done, you know, achievement hunting, whatever. Because this is a big section to do, and I mean, this was also the first planet. Oh, God. We gotta get over here and move that somewhere else. We need to move over here to this region to warm it up. Stuff's still growing over here. I appreciate that the trees are, like, biome specific. So, like, in the cold region, it's coniferous trees. And then the warmer ones, it's, leafy trees. Okay, you've covered about all of it. I guess I can just, again, I don't need to move these. I can just build more of them. Because that only takes 600 watts anyway. So according to the map, we should probably go right about here. Actually, if I had looked at that climate regulator, it would have told me. Here ought to be the spot. Is that a Halo tower? It regulates the climate. If it's too hot, it cools it down. If it's too cold, it warms it up. It's kind of on you unlock a nuclear reactor by finding amethyst, but not finding uranium. I think it's just because of the next step. Some of the unlock choices are a bit weird, like the furniture that you get when you've put the habs down for the final habs. So you get the furniture you can decorate your own living space with, and it's like, but I'm about done. I wanted to do that at the start. Why would I do that now? So it feels a bit weird leaving that to be like, well, you unlock a coffee table and some chairs and whatnot when you're at the end. I'm not incentivized to use them. I'm just gonna swap the cells out. I could make another landing pad so that I could charge up, but there we go. Oh, my terraforming amplification is down. Means I need to get more those things. Look it over here. It's plasma conductors. Damn. That's just such a change. Now we've been playing, you know, doing all this work all this time. And suddenly it's like, oh, grass and trees everywhere. It's been a barren hell planet for like the longest time. We finally got that payoff. I guess the birds only keep it to 50%. Again, I haven't really determined if the amplifiers are global or regional. I'm still unsure on that. But considering the map shows almost global amplification, it makes me think it just works everywhere. Which I guess I could move those up to the north since and just have those constantly be feeding now. Back up to 110%. So this is down at 56%. It's going up. Just curious if I really gotta do it everywhere. I mean, you can see there's still, like, hints of radiation over here, but it says I'm done. I mean, I guess we can go to these regions, set up regulators. It's not like it's that big a deal. We manufacture all the parts, and we can set down geothermal plants pretty easily. So we'll head over here where it's hot. Did I not move my map marker? Like how this is still growing trees as I fly around. Because as I am flying, it is just fertilizing more and more. Ah! Hey, Trithorn. Can't be the area, is it? Probably hit that. Well, nah, here's fine. We'll see what it does. Probably I'm gonna head like over here. It's going up. We're at 89%. Almost there. Oh, we're close. We're so close. just get the most extreme bits. Like up there, it's fairly visible. I think this is also like one of the worst areas. You can see that starting to clear out now. Just wonder if it's those extreme edges that are being the holdout. Think of the book. Put one over there. Like I say, I shouldn't be too stingy here. Just slap them down. The good thing about the climate regulators is, at minimum, geothermal plants put out 800. These only require 600, so shouldn't be a big of an issue. See, the weather's trying to get a little mean. A tree in the water. We managed. That tree wants to soak up the piss. Wish it would, actually. Let's move in to about that side of the mountain. Oops. These things have a fairly large range on them. May need to get that right there. That one's being weird. It is starting to make a jump, though. Actually, when this tower's finished, I should be able to look at it to show me the map proper. I can use the crane? Holy shit. Didn't know that was a thing. Not that I'm controlling it. Look out, bird! Yeah, no, it's been integrated into the building. Sounds done, and that's at 100%. That's at 52%. That's at 33%. Like we got some holdouts here. Planet Analyzer or the Planalizer. All these climate regulators they're just inside. There's one small humidifier and one small dehumidifier. And they make them fight. Okay, now we can get a better view of the map here. May need to put one right here. I just have to bite the bullet on this one and put one here. Well, what else do I gotta do? Trees rendering or actively growing? A bit of both, actually. They actually will just sprout like crazy out of the ground because of this vehicle. Because it's fertilizing. We're almost out of fertilizer. But these towers remind you of the Shroud vibe. Give you the Shroud vibes on Tuchanka. Am I a Solarian scientist? I'm not. Well, no, not personally, but I mean, you know, got some on the payroll. This bit's being slow. But yeah, this thing is actively growing trees as I fly over. Perfect landing as usual.
gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
Been drinking water this whole time. Alright, I guess we'll just go over here and put one. Actually, tell you what, we'll put one down in that caldera there. Percent complete, 93% total. I love that the planet even has clouds now. Suddenly life all over this planet. See, growing more trees, got a little fertilizer left. So much good air and not piss water condensed in the sky. I mean, it's probably some piss water, because even though I'm told that I'm 100% done cleaning the water, there's still tons of area that still has piss water. Something, when I logged into the game today, I guess after the patch update, they changed some of the numbers or something, because it was like, you're done with the water. A little bit of piss water is a treat, you know? Yeah. People need to know what this planet was before they got here, right? You know, the Great Piss Lakes. They need to know. So they can start again. It'll be, you know, like national heritage. That's the one we're headed for. Down a few trees. Sure, that's fine. Right, I think that's all we can do. I think in terms of climate regulation, that's about as good as we're gonna get it. We just kind of need to wait for everything to do its thing now. Keep one body of piss water like the Brea tar pits. Well, I think, yeah, there's at least two. No, that's not true, because we can actually. Why is that showing up as land? There's that body of water right there, that's just the lake. fertilizer left. I guess we could put a climate regulator over here, though I don't know how much it was needed. The map didn't seem to show that there was much to regulate over here. Eee. %. So this is still... That's only 39% done. That one's 100% done. That one's still building. That one's done. That one's almost done. That one's done. So yeah, this one's still got a little bit to go. That one's done. That one's done, even though this area's still... Well, considering there's two that aren't fully done, they'll probably push us over. I kind of want to go out and filter more of that water, though. It's annoying me. It's not done! Oh, I know what I need to do. There's an achievement I didn't get. There's an achievement for using the drill bore, and I used it, but that was before the achievements were enabled, so it didn't give me the achievement. Annoying you? See, you're pissed off. Yeah, and if it starts evaporating, there's going to be this kind of pissed mist. Check this map. That one kind of tells me where it all is. Yeah, it's my piss power boat. Yeah, it's just a pissed mist. Look at this planet, jeez. The absolute difference. Remember when this whole thing was just dead? And see, folks, this is why we need trees. This is why we need to take care of our planet so it doesn't turn into what this planet was. There you go. That's my community service. Yeah, it was nothing but dirt and piss as far as the eye could see. Don't let the earth become piss. Okay, it can be a little piss. As a treat. Just a little. Don't let the earth become piss. We're in the GTI 5 beer business. True. No more piss wasser. That's how we get rid of the competition. Moon Ink brand piss wasser. How long have I been on this planet? Tells me somewhere. Forget. It used to tell me somewhere how many days have passed. All natural piss wasser from Piss Wasser Planet. Well, we were doing all natural, and then we found the Piss Washer Planet, and then we're like, ah. Gold mine. Literally. Look at this tree right here. It's trying its best. God, now I just want to get out on a lake and go on a speedboat, you know? I'm not gonna go everywhere. Just want to get like at least some of the center areas. More updated mood will make the earth piss. Is that a noun or a verb? It sounds like piss washer marketing. We found a literal gold mine. I hope none of you are playing a drinking game on how many times does Moon say piss during this game. Because I'm pretty sure much of you will be dead by now. Possible challenge, you die. It's not your fault they sent you clean up Piss Planet. I know, right? %. 99%. I kind of like that it's making clouds rise up, so as the water cleans, all that like heavy vapor being purified is now rising up into the sky. That's not going up. Where am I? Wait a minute. Turn this thing around. What I'm being reminded of is the whole "Dare You Enter My Magical Realm" comic. Surprised Subnautica 2 is out. You thought their game would be in development hell forever. Yeah, it was in dev hell because it was being actively sabotaged by what the hell's that publisher name? Starts with a K. Krafton. Yeah. It was supposed to have been out, I think, like 6 months ago, and then Krafton intentionally screwed them over to get the founders kicked out and not give them their bonus. And then they took them to court over it, won, so they got reinstated. Which I'm kind of glad about, because I mean, for obvious reasons, I'm glad for them, and on a selfish scale of, I was really excited for Subnautica 2, and then when that whole Krafton shit went down, I was like, oh no, tell me I can't, you know, tell me I'm never going to be able to play it, because it's now shitified. What, assuming that now that the founders are back at the helm, back in good standing. An extension on the large bonus they were promised for hitting a particular milestone, yeah. Yeah, and Krafton wanted to do AI stuff, which is always annoys me about Dinkum. Because Dinkum was one of those that I really liked it when it launched. And it was a solo dev, so I don't entirely blame them for, like, taking a deal. But you can definitely see Krafton's influence all over, you know, creeping into Dinkum. God, it's like Snail Games and what they did to Ark. Because Ark's trying its best against one of the worst publishers in existence. And Snail Games puts like stupid NDAs on all the devs, including like bug fixes, updates, anything they plan. It's really stupid. It's kind of like they're just trying their best in like the worst ecosystem ever. That Magical Realm comic in the memes channel. Oh, okay. Get on there and buy 10 copies of Subnautica. So crazy that Krafton CEO also used a chat bot to start this whole thing up. Yeah, it was like they used ChatGTP, which told them, like, I think even ChatGTP told them not to do it, but then decided to do it anyway and used ChatGTP to be its defense. So he didn't even, I don't even think he had like attorneys to do it. Or whatever. It was like to defend himself against being sued. It's really stupid. yeah, why they lost that court case in fucking now I can't remember the name. They got reinstated for it, which was good. So yeah, it's one of those things I think a lot of people might be unaware of. They heard the negative stuff that was going on around Subnautica 2 and might not have the updated information that the original folks are back. And I think they're publishing on their own now. I'm not entirely sure if Krafton's even involved anymore. Because it is listed on Steam that they are the ones that published it, not Krafton. So... can't help but notice... that is... okay, it is going up. I was about to say, is that just not going up at all? I'm gonna have to put another climate regulator down somewhere. Main reason is the CO extremely annoyed the judge. Not just on the AI lawyer nonsense. Krafton's still listed on a franchise. Krafton's provided publishing support, but aren't allowed to actually touch any of their operations. Okay. It's like the thing of it is like not all publishers are bad. Sometimes they do help, you know? But the problem is there's a few out there that really prey on, you know, indie developers especially, who need that money and need that boost, and things like Snail Games and Krafton are just out there trying to suck everything out of them. Hi, Devolver, New Blood. Yeah, see? Like, Devolver is a good one. He's upset the Tectonica ended. Yeah, Tectonica, that was a bit of an unfortunate story. Because, like, what was it? They kind of got harassed by players about some stuff. Because they were hitting 1.0, and I think the devs just, like, fuck it. It's 1.0, we're done, whatever the fuck. Can't remember exactly what happened with them, because I kind of had heard it well after the fact, because... yeah, I enjoyed Tectonica. So I heard something about Devolver being involved in some shady shit. 7.8. That's at 100%. That's also at 100%. That's at 100%. That's at 100%. God damn it. That's at 100%. Fuck! Means that's probably my holdout. It's probably this section, and probably this little hoop up here. Actually, this section's still a little warm. We might be able to pop it off right here. It is hard to see that. Maybe reload. Ah, well. We'll just swing on by. We could reload. I mean, admittedly, there's no climate regulation happening over here, so it might be we're not boosted again. Might have run out. Where am I? Actually, we probably want to set down at the bottom of this mountain. Not there. But here. Unfortunately, can't see. So there's a problem from here. I can't see what the boost is. We might just need that. If the boost towers have run out, that might be what's holding us back. Yeah, Terraform, it's gone down, back down to 50, so yeah. Just put him up here, but where they would get fed directly, but I'm being a bit stubborn. Activating that should hopefully help push us over. God, this area especially just is wild. How this was just a harsh desert. Back up to 110. Is it 65%? Let's go ahead and do a reload. Maybe like the water, it'll jump us up. Watch, the number goes lower. Yeah, it did go lower there for a second. Yeah, the only thing I can think to do is get up here and get these last little edge bits. Bit annoying the range doesn't get a little bit further. Actually, that one finished. Probably best to go right there. You know, it's kind of forgiving on a lot of things, but this bit, it's not being as forgiving on. It's being very insistent that I get this done. God, we're 99%. Spot. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Coastal geothermal plant. The only other place I can think is like I said, get up here, get those real edge cases there. Ugh, come on, we're almost done. We're stuck on 98.5 radio station. Take out a tree, watch it knock down my fertilization ratio. Thinking let's go down here too. There's a little bit there as well. I mean, there's some up here, but hopefully. It's not gonna forgive me for this. He's strict about this bit. There? Yeah. See, how odd is it? If well, it's nighttime, I was gonna say. Test the heat by just taking my heat shield off, but it's night, so what you doing, bird? You want to help? .8. Come on. You know what? Let's just not chance it. Let's just go up here. Put it in this ravine, but there's not much there. Oof, almost there. Almost there. I had the dream to make pretty factories. Really wish the amplifiers would increase the range on those. Because if the atmosphere regulator can do that, I mean, I guess I understand why the climate regulator wouldn't. I'm just speaking out of convenience. 99.6. Come on. That one's at 72%. That one's at 48%. This should... Okay, 99.7. Yeah! I need 10 quantum processors and 2 fusion reactors. Go to the other base real quick.
Piss Planet is no more.
Almost. I guess technically it is Piss Planet is no more. What was the last pit? 2 fusion reactors. I need 30 gigawatt? Oh no. Megawatts, okay. Shit. Gonna catch me on this last one. Right. Okay. Alright. Think you're gonna get me with that, huh? This thing needs 30,000. This thing can produce 36,000. I just have to make that feed it water and enriched uranium. Enriched uranium's not too hard to make. In fact, we are making enriched uranium. So we can do it. Where was I making enriched uranium? Is that it over here? I think... somewhere... Where was I enriching uranium? Here. We can do it here. The last... What did I need for that? So I need 3 more fusion reactors. Okay. Good shot on that though. I forgot to check the power requirement. Could just slap down a billion geothermals. We've done it. Fully regulate the planet's climate. Yay! So now we just need to transmit a message to Earth confirming that the planet is ready. So open a stable wormhole from Earth and signal the planet is ready, allowing ships to bring humans to their new home. Okay, we got that. Time for humanity to spoil another world. They can return it to Piss Planet. Everything returns to Piss. Also, thank you for the resub, Velvet Pone. Sorry. I read your comment, but I didn't thank you for the resub. For 17 months. So it was about right. About, how long has it been? 2.5 hours? I said it was going to be about an hour or two last time for us to finish off, which seems to be the case, so a little underestimated it. An 80 stream streak. Lady 94. No, wait, yeah. This is where I'm secretly enriching my uranium. So I need to get it out of the warehouse. Which, unfortunately, this warehouse is a tier 1 and doesn't have an exit port. Shit. Nuclear plant V2. This thing is, we're just gonna cap the top of this mountain here. Now we need to feed 600 water into it, which means I need 2 of these. Whose ranium? My ranium. I know, I get tempted to say that whenever I say uranium. Whose ranium is it? You know what that looks like? That almost looks like the command center right there. Maybe we can get a viewing globe. Okay. Sure. Now I need to pipe that off. That is. Just do it like this. Now, where? Oh God, where did I break that? There. Sure, don't care about clipping anymore. I'm at the end. There we go. Here we go, guys. This is it. It's time to contact Earth.
Today is fine day in California.
It's not bragging yet. Said that. Yeah, no, I know. I did intentionally say it that way. It's time to contact Earth. There's that picture that Digi drew of me coming out of the dumpster. Dressed as Rita. California's on Earth. Yeah, but it's not Friday on Earth. Mooney to Coralsa. How big is this thing? I can't even fly any higher. No, still building. You're still teasing me. Come on. I'm not paid by the hour here. Stage 13. Do I need to do it? Open stable wormhole from Earth. God, is it gonna like take something I don't have? Earthlink. Earth Gateway.
Communication link to Earth established. Planetary habitability confirmed.
There it is.
Opening wormhole to Earth. Spaceship fleet arrival in progress.
And the gateway explodes. A missile comes out and shoots it down. And the real game begins. Oh no.
Welcome to your new home.
Hey, we did it! Hey guys! Look what I made for you! You like it? Guys, I don't think I could fly up that high. Guys, you like it? It's just, I can't fly up this high. I didn't know this thing could fly up this high. Alright guys, you good? Okay, I'm going. You have fun. I'm going home. Bye. Damn it. Ah. Whoop. Whoop. I think it's because it's letting me fly higher than I normally could. So it's being very weird about when I try to go down. The dev knew. The dev knew I'd want to fly up here and see this. That's cool. Well then. Job done. Did it. Alright guys, you guys are living over here. I know we got a whole planet, I'm putting you in apartments. You're stacked stupidly close together, okay? Be cool if you like get over here and see people, like... You're just gonna stay up there, huh? Fucking snobs. Ah, we did it. We completed our first planet. That was fun. It's definitely the game could definitely use a little bit more like tightening the bolts, you know, many of the things I commented on in terms of like the building pieces. Make things snap together. It'd be real nice if, yeah, you could do, like, split rails and stuff like that with, like, intersections and whatnot. Yeah. But, I mean, overall, good stuff. We've done the job. Full terraformation complete. Task to do, I just should say retire. Next job, lay down and die. But yeah, that's good. And there's like 4 other planets left to do. There still be more planets. Next job, going to Disneyland. The other planets, there's different challenges to them. The other one I know is an ocean world. There's a magma world. There's, I think, one with floating islands. I don't know what the other one is. But they all have their different challenges to them. You could get one of those half-pound... Oh, man, can I get a giant cookie? Damn. Am I going to do them all? I mean, personally, I'm going to do them all. Whether it's on or off stream, I'm going to do them all. But at the start of the stream, I did ask people if... I was genuinely asking if people wanted me to maybe move on to something else after finishing this planet. So everyone kind of thought, yeah, maybe we'll just move on to something else because it's fine. I said I wouldn't be offended if that's what they wanted, so I wouldn't be in mind to change it up, and I could always come back to this as well. I didn't, because I said even if we change it up, doesn't mean I don't return to this, because I've had a lot of fun with this. If the next planet is Aegis 7, just politely decline the mission and move on. Because let's see, I was testing something with this. Delete this world, yeah. So here's the other worlds. This is the one we did, which was Echo Prime. There's Ocean World, which oceans cover 90% of the surface and waters are there, should be easy to turn into habitable. So we wouldn't have to purify water as far as I know. It's not a very big world. Maybe there's just 4 planets. There's Etheria, low gravity, mostly gas planet, with floating rock formations suspended above the surface, silent, uninhabited world with immense potential for exploration and resource extraction. It's big, not a lot of water, a lot of rare resources. Nova Terra. It's an habitable zone of Proxima Centauri, just 4.2 light years away. 4.24 light years away from Earth. Nova Terra is chosen as destination for humanity's first interstellar mission due to Earth-like characteristics promised resources. However, the mission ended in failure, and Nova Terra now stands as a reminder of the challenges of space colonization. It's very big, half water, and fair resources. And then Praxis is a firing exoplanet located in the Tau Ceti system, approximately 12 light years from Earth. Its intense volcanic activity and extreme environment conditions also provide abundant geothermal energy and rich mineral resources, making it a valuable candidate. And not a lot of water, rare resources, that. So, yeah. And this was a very big world, so kind of give you an idea of what there is. Praxis sounds like a nice vacation home. I think so. But yeah, we'll, like I said, I got something waiting in the rafters. We'll move on to something else. But let me go take a quick break. Get up and stretch and all that kind of stuff. Go get yourself a snack. And I'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll move on to the next thing. Okie dokie. Back in a few.